Good evening. Good evening,
Good,
sir.
good evening,
Uh,
ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. And you, how are you?
Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, I'm also ecstatic after listening your kind words. Thank you so much for asking. And so I'm really happy to meet you after a long time. Seriously, I'm really ecstatic and I'm really feeling unflinching that you are here. And thing is that I know about you that actually, guys, this is Aman here, and he's really good person as well, and he's really very good person. But I will not tell you about myself. I will not tell you, like by me, that who is Aman. So actually, I want to know by Aman. So please, could you introduce yourself, sir? Actually, my students and my viewers, my subscriber, really very crazy to that. Who is Aman?
First of all, I would like to give tell thank you to you, ma'am, to give me opportunity to talk to you, and you have given a wonderful platform to me. And I would like to introduce myself. My name is Aman Muhammad. I live in New Delhi, and I'm working as an accountant in a company for last 12 years.
Wow, that's really amazing, sir. So you also basically from New Delhi, sir?
Yes, I'm basically from New Delhi.
Oh, that's really amazing. Okay, so I can say that you also faced a critical conditions when second lockdown we faced in the Delhi. At the time
Yes,
was
yes,
really
yes.
drastical conditions in
That
lockdown
was
because
the
of
moment, worst experience, ma'am. That was the worst experience I felt. Oh my God. I hope no that situation never comes in the life again.
yeah, and not in our family, in every life, this problem will not come back. I hope so, like that.
Nobody, no any human being can face this type of problem in the future. I pray to the God.
Exactly, exactly. So, firstly, I just tell you about my students that okay, guys. Actually, so as you know that there is Aman, and he's really very good personality as well as he is for me like as a eldest brother. Actually, he
Thank
also so much guide to me that Richa, what is right for you and what is wrong for you. He also suggested to me every time as the elder brother. So, as you know that he's Aman and he's a good personality as well as, and he's really very, good guider as well. Because actually, I'm not saying that he's not my real brother, but yeah, he's everything for me. Just because of whenever I have need to take according to my professional life, he always support me. He always suggested to me that no, Richa, you just do it. You just do it. So that's why I know very well about him, who is the good as a good person, as a human being in among us, as Aman here. So we
thank you very much,
discussing
ma'am.
about
Kind word.
yeah. So your voice is not clear to me. Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
Aman.
Now it's
Yeah, no, it's okay. That's really amazing. So actually, guys, actually he's really very good worker in NGO, and he's know very well about the education department. I'm talking about education underprivileged education department. So let's know what is it, and do you know that? Can you feel that about the education? Everyone can continue the education, everyone. But what do you think? That some people which is belong to poor family. Yes, I know that. Government also give a lot of facilities to the students so that they also can complete the education by the government sector. But what do you think? What do you think about some parents? They don't want to continue the educations because of they want under money, and that's why they are not aware what they are doing with the children's life, what they are doing future life, and that's why I can say, Aman, that they are also victim of the child labor. Am I right, Aman?
Absolutely right, ma'am. Absolutely right. Because these children are, you can say, belong to those family whose parents force their children to go and work as a child labor. Child labor is really a very criminal work in India, but these children force their children to go and work in the age of below 12. Can you believe? Below 12, they are forced to go to
Wow.
work.
Oh my God. So it's really very drastic for us. And if we will talk about the future, what happened, what will happen in the future if we will not noticing about this, if we will not aware, maybe after this podcast, we will think about students. They want to continue education, even they don't want to know what, like, if we will continue, if we will complete the educations, if we will do something for ourselves, so definitely not our present, and definitely our future will be bright. But because of child labor, and just because of lacking of knowledge, lacking of education system, I can say people so much, people so much watch, people so much selfish, and that's why they are not able to think what is the right for them, what is the wrong for them. But if we will motivate to them, if we will give the knowledge to them, what is the value of education, definitely they also can think at least once. They also thinking. So today we will talk about the education for underprivileged system. So, Amanji, please could you describe about the education system of underprivileged?
First, I would like to tell that who are the underprivileged children in the society, whose parents are not capable of even paying a single rupee for their education. They always think to send their children for work and earn something. So they are very far away from the education. Okay. And what how we can define the education for the children? Now many NGOs are there, even government also, even foreign contribution money is coming to encourage the education for these poor children, so that these poor children at least can get a primary level of education. They can get educated. These are the parts of education for the underprivileged children.
So, wow, that's really great. Yeah. So, what do you think that who are underprivileged children?
The underprivileged children are those children in the society who belong to particular caste, or maybe they belong to a common caste also. But what happens that if you go to different villages in India, then you observe that they are suffering from different problems. They don't have a proper shelters to live. Their parents don't have a proper shelters to live. They don't have a proper food to eat. They don't have a good clothes to wear and good in atmosphere, so that they can spend a life in a good society. And more important thing is that they are very far from the education. They don't know anything about the education, what is a school and how to study. Their parents are illiterate. Their parents don't know how to get a admission even in a school for the children. These are the underprivileged children.
Exactly, sir. Exactly, and that's why they are so. That's why they are so not thinking about the education system. even they also prefer to suggest to the children that okay, just go and continue work into the factory, and that's why this is the main cause of child labor. Am I right, sir?
Right, ma'am. This is the reason that's why child labor is promoted.
Yeah, exactly. So we can actually question. Can I ask you one question, sir?
Yes, please go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. Question is that the reasons why they are far away from education.
The first important reason is that they don't have money. Okay. And
Uh,
the second important reason is that their parents are illiterate. They never saw a school. They never faced that atmosphere, that how to live in that society where literate people are living. So these are the two basic reasons. That's why their children are also very far away from the education.
mhm. Okay. So I got that. But actually, question is like I got it that they are not aware. But in these situations, what can we do for them? If
We can do,
parents, what?
yes, please
Please
complete your
proceed.
statement.
Ah,
We can do
go
many things. We can do many things. Not only we, our government also can do many things. Okay. A proper planning can be made in this regard. Why the government is only focusing on the education of those children whose parents are literate? They can get the admission of their children anywhere, in any high school, any government school, any central government school, anywhere. But what about those children whose parents don't know how to get admission? So here, it's our responsibility. It's the government responsibility to arrange admission and education for these children. Government can do it. Government can make a proper planning for it and can take the help of many self-help NGOs or many volunteers. Even I have also worked as a volunteer for education for these underprivileged children. That's why I'm speaking on the basis of my own experience. So
Oh,
many things.
yeah. Okay. So actually, Aman, actually, I want to know that when you just go, so like I can say this is the main cause of if we want to complete the educations by new generations, and their generations really very require to complete the educations, but their parents don't aware it. So in this situation that you know that you were telling to us that you are volunteers and as well as about the NGO.
Yes.
So suppose you are doing work in NGO, and you, as you already mentioned, that you are volunteers. Okay. So like what can you do for them that you prefer to go at the home to convey to them that what type of facility? Hmm.
I understood totally. What we were following in our NGO and what we observed in the another NGOs also, because NGO never works alone. It's a social work. So two, three NGOs come together, thousands and thousands of volunteers talk to each other. How? Because it's a social welfare work. It's not a only job. It's not only 8 hours of job that you went to the office and came back home and started sleeping. No, 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 no. This is a social welfare work. Here we don't expect salary. We expect that how much service we can provide for the education and betterment of the society. Okay. So how we work? We go home to home, door to door. We go, we pray, we request to the parents. Don't send your children to work as a child labor. Send your children for getting education. If you're not getting admission in a school, tell us. We will arrange admission for you anywhere in any good school, or even if a small school you want to send, I will arrange a small school for you. Government is also ready to pay money. Okay. Some candidates, some parents we observe are very like having a different nature. No, no, no. If I send my children to your school or government school, then who will earn money for me? This is a question came. We
Uh-huh.
request the parents that think about the future of your children. Right now, you are only thinking about 100 and 200 rupees you are expecting from your children, and you are just
Right.
destroying the future of your children. It is not good. Just give only 5 years, 10 years to your children for education, and see after 10 years how much money they will provide to you. He will become a doctor. He may become an engineer. He may go on a very higher post, and one day will come that you will tell with proud that this is my child, and this is my child who is not underprivileged in the society. Okay, just
The
give him
question,
10 years.
the question is that I'm also social worker and I actually am also doing job in NGO, and it's really very hard. But I want to know your experience. That as you mentioned that you also prefer to go home to home, and you just
Mhm.
try to convey to the parents to continue the educations by the children. But thing is that sometimes it's really very hard to convey the parents, and they so much react really very evil way, and they are also saying that what do you want, that your
Yes,
government and your politics and your education system will not do any kind of thing. So in these situations, what type of tricks you apply on them so that they
okay.
also can be ready to give the education environment to the children?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. We volunteers have faced this type of problem very much. Okay, I'm telling you one
Exactly.
experience. See what happened. We went to one village. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and can you believe 10, 15 parents were not agree that I enter in their village. They were not allowing us to enter in their village. What they said that if these volunteers will enter in our village, na, they will destroy the future of our children. They will take away our
Oh,
children far away from us, and our children will never come back to our houses. Okay,
exactly.
we first what we did that we arranged a seminar for the parents first. Okay, we arranged a seminar, a very good seminar for the parents. Even the parents means father and mother both of all the villages were called to the seminar. We clarified the things that we are not going to destroy the future of your children because this is your fear. Don't get scared. We are just
Exactly.
going to give a benefit to you. Okay, and one day you will feel very proud. And not only one seminar, even time to time we arranged several seminars for the parents. Okay, so that they can become aware, they can obey us, they can agree with us, and in this way we try to solve the problem.
Ah, that's really many. So I just give you a conditions. Suppose I just give you conditions to you. You just go in a colony, okay? And in that colony, four parents ready to give the educations to the children.
Okay.
What it mean?
Yes.
But you tried many times with another parent. Not a once, not a twice, not a thrice. Many times you just tried. And but they are really very stubborn that
Okay.
no, I don't want to
Hmm.
do that. So in this condition, that what will you do? That you will skip this statement. Okay, you just take a decision. Okay, just leave then leave that child. If parent will not aware about
Okay.
his or her educations, why will I do?
Hmm. Yes.
So in this condition, what will you do? That you prefer to leave it or you prefer to again try? You will
Yeah.
you will
Hmm.
prefer to contact with them again and again. How to do it?
A very good question asked by you, ma'am. Even we faced this type of problem also in real life. Okay, you raised a very good question, valid question. Okay, I'm sharing with you one experience. What happened? Okay, we
Uh-huh.
went to one village and arranged a small meeting with the parents. That why you are sending your children for the child labor? Why don't you think about their education? One parent, what he said, my child is right now earning 500 rupees daily for me. If I will send my child to you in your school, I will get no income. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And after 10 years, what you will make to my child? You will make my child an engineer. And what is the income of the engineer? The engineer income is only 10,000 rupees. Here I am earning 500 rupees daily. It means 15,000 rupees day monthly. Right now I am earning. what is the benefit of getting education? This type of problem came in front of us. It was very hard. Once we decided that here we will not be able to convince the parent, but I would like to tell a thanks to one expert. Okay, that he gave a suggestion to me that try to understand the thinking of the village and act accordingly. Okay, do one thing. Arrange one fair. Arrange one fair for the villagers. Fair, a mela type little activity will be there and arrange it. Okay, villagers are very crazy to attend a mela or fair. Okay, and
Yeah,
see the and
exactly.
also try to convince the parent through that
Uh-huh.
activity. So what we did that we arranged a mela, a fair,
Uh-huh.
okay, and we invited all the parents over there and gave some interesting activities for each and every parent over there, like a Nukkad Natak. It was just like a Nukkad Natak, you can say. And believe me, ma'am, that all the villagers became very much happy participating in the Nukkad Natak, and slowly they started obeying us. Not suddenly. One person started getting convinced with her. Second person started getting convinced. Third person, fourth person. Can you believe? Within 6 months, more than 50% candidates, parents got convinced with her, and they started agreeing. They agreed to start sending their children.
Oh, wow, that's really amazing, sir. That's really amazing. I should be clap for you. Seriously, you deserve that. You
Man,
deserve that.
thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
So really, actually, why I'm asking to you that I'm podcaster, and actually my intention is that to depress into the topic, and I want to give up. I want to provide the knowledge, and in fact, I can say that which people listening this podcast, they are also trying, they are also applying this tricks on them parents. Those parents are not aware to continue the educations, and even they also should be focused on the education to the parent as well. So yeah, I also will be try this kind of activity as a fair, as a mela like that. So after that, they
I,
also can be agree.
I would like to appreciate your this initiative, ma'am. That you are doing this wonderful work. Okay, you are giving opportunity to different person on to speak on different topics. That I'm 100% sure that will increase awareness among the people. Okay,
Right.
so it's a very wonderful work you are doing, taking a podcast on different topics.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, actually, why I just started the podcast on my YouTube platform. Thing is that my intention is not to talk with a fluent speaker. But yeah,
Hmm.
important thing is that why I'm making a podcast, just because of I want to give the chance, I want to give opportunity to everyone, no matter no matter that person is a beginner, that person is a fluent speaker, no matter is if that person get a chance to speak on the YouTube platform, and this is not a small, this is the biggest opportunity. So when
Yes,
the person will watch the video, and that person can be happy. Oh my god, I
yes,
am like I this is me, this is I. Oh my god, I also can speak now. So
yes,
that person can be happy after this podcast, and that person also can think, if that lady which is sitting in front side of us as a richer Jan, and in that like in Among Us, Aman hero is also here. So why can we not do? Of course, we also can do. And our future is like like mostly students also thinking that one day I will become a doctor. So
yes,
one day you will become, but right now you have really very golden opportunity by this podcast. So just try to participate. By the participate, you feel more confident. Second thing is,
yes.
this opportunity is really very biggest. So definitely, if everyone enjoying this activity, so first thing is that you can be more confident. Second
Yes.
thing is that by me, I'm not actually, I don't want to praise to myself, but yeah,
Yes.
I also saw many podcasts and they want, really very great personality, great celebrity. But no, I don't want to great personality, great celebrity. No. Actually, I want to give a chance to everyone so that everyone can everyone can share the knowledge, which is
Really,
knowledge they have, practically knowledge, like
really,
experience.
very
Yeah.
nice.
So that's my intentions there.
No doubt, you are doing very nice work. Very nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much and have a great good day. And I'm really happy that you just came here and you also provide a lot of knowledge about the NGO. And I want to
Right.
tell to the, I want to tell to the to all audience that just see, please, if you have any kind of, if surrounding you any kind of family and that family mentality has like that according to the according to the education system, and they also thinking that why will give the education environment to the children, our children also earning too much, 500 per day, 800 per day, 700 per day. Don't see about the money, just see about your bright future, which is really really amazing, and by that they will be a star, like as a shining star into the future. So just try to think once and just try to give the chance to everyone. And if you just notice this type of family, but please just try to listen this podcast, and after this podcast you also can apply many tricks as a fair, as talk, and don't be shy, don't be think that why will I try, if parent is not ready to complete the education, doesn't matter, just do it, and just do it. Don't keep don't keep any kind of intention people hurt you, people kick you, people hit you, that why you are doing, you are taking a salary after that doing this, after convey the parent, they also can say like this. But don't lose the hope, because these small children can be a superstar into the future in our country. In maybe I am from India, so I'm talking about India, or from Spain, London, UK, USA, Germany. So you also can apply, you also can convey to the parent, and by that we also can make a unity towards the education system. And we cannot say that now in the future there is a child labor has started. We can say child labor has stopped. I'm saying right, Amanji?
Yes, absolutely right, ma'am. You have given a very wonderful message, and really, I think this message is very nice and very, in a very good way, explained the thing.
No, sir. Actually, I didn't do any kind of thing. Actually, I just listened to you and I just applied your trick, and I'm trying to sharing this trick so that of course we also can try this trick and we also can aware to the people, and that people don't aware it. So, and as actually I want to take a permission that as you know that you are here, and because of you are here, that we also can discuss about a topic of underprivileged education system. So, but I want to take a permission that I just record this call. So, shall I upload this video on the YouTube platform so that
Please,
all audience can be listen this message?
please, ma'am. It's my pleasure.
Thank
Please.
you so much. Thank you, sir. Yeah, of course. And seriously, Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.